popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle of my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life. Dripping all the sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine. And ain't nobody gonna take my love. I just wanna be a boss. I would never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now.
Playing off
Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Shorty all up in my me. Ooh, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. She never stop left. Yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it.
We can play Fortnite. I just thought about that. That's 4 of us. We can't play squads with 4. Oh, you can. I'm talking about manning squads. I just said we can help.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm not looking for Fortnite, y'all.
No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the man in on the 10.
To make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. To throw on second down is Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 5. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. First down, Prescott. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to hold on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had... good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And he rifles one incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
26. 46.
Prescott yet again. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Panthers will get the football back. We turn our attention to the Panthers as they come out here on offense, and it's been an interesting 3-year run. You look back to their Super Bowl appearance, then they dropped to 6-10 a couple of years ago. Last year back in the playoffs with 11 wins. So what in 2018?
I think a continuation of 2017 and an expansion on what we saw. It's always going to be a tough-minded team. They want to run the ball inside, and Cam Newton can be your short yardage runner as well as play the quarterback position and throw it. But they want to open things up. Remember, they drafted Christian McCaffrey last year, want to get him the ball in open space. They ended up drafting DJ Moore this year, so they want to be more explosive down the field throwing the football. And Luke Kuechly is a heck of a building block on defense. This is a team that fully expects to contend in the NFC South, and they think they can go much deeper in the playoffs.
Here's Newton now on second down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I see you guys going, bro. Maybe I'm wrong.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
What's up, Grayson?
What's up, man?
Wanna play with us?
Oh yeah, I'm entering the party.
Alright. Let's do this match here.
Again, Anderson.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Can you find any guns or something?
They give it to Anderson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Got a vending machine over there. Purple.
They'll try the air now with Newton. He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
Should be fair.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
I was just another look on the damn You need a drum gun out too?
To throw is Newton. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he'll go down at the 28. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tackle made there by Mike Adams, a strong safety.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
All right. See if we're good again.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Let's take the soccer field, yeah.
Now a run with Anderson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They start on the ground, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
You guys want to push that, or?
A second down throw for Prescott. And this one caught by Beasley.
We can push that, honestly.
By Beasley. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, 63 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Yeah, come on, you gotta push that. You gotta push. Damn. Let's see what it is.
Bailey now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. This offense starts back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around, and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So be more man on man.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
Where's he shooting from, bro?
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Following the penalty, Anderson.
Like a whack.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
What do you do?
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Come on now. Here we go.
On second down, here's Newton. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
That was bad, dude. That was bad, dude.
The Panthers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball. Gun.
He was like, man,
here's Newton. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And now with a play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Your time goes fatal.
Sure.
Fails. Where Christian at?
Bro, what you mean? I already dropped. What are you talking about?
I know. Oh.
Tell me the way. What are you talking about? I'm in front of you.
Show me the way, my nigga. You want to show me the way, Christian?
I show the way every time, bro. I play the game, dog.
Yeah.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now it's Barner. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Here we go.
Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off
I already got it, bro. I already pre-ordered
I
on,
tell you,
bro.
Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I mean, yeah, 2K19, bro. 2K19.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yeah, that's what DC said. You gonna play Brian with his bro this year, or what you trying
On
to
2nd and 10. And they hit Jordan loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Don't play me a master power point forward.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
No, I'm the type of person to take 0 for 4.
Newton now to throw.
But I like to play people that don't ball hard.
Intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Like last thing when I was playing with my
and that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
You should have made like a point 5 forward or something like that, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna create me
Come on, bro.
You're short.
Here's Prescott, and he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, it's the same archetype?
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the
Oh,
sticks.
you don't get pure sharp.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
I don't know what else they added.
Good damn.
I think the archetype's going to be the same way this year.
Let's go, get out, get out.
Here you go.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. This will be played to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a second down.
Like you. Say that. Say it, man. We were trying to get you in here the past 10 minutes.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Ain't like that with your homeboys. We're not going to be there. And you don't kick your homeboys off the court actually.
And Beasley with it over the middle.
You don't kick your homeboys off the court actually.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Got him off the in. Yeah.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45.
I don't think that's smart, but that's pretty open.
And he missed it.
That's why I got way too
It's
open.
no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Bro, who shot that much?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
4 down. That's it. Put it up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the
Oh,
last
wow.
drive. He'll
Call
look
him
to
deep.
throw. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 2nd down.
Wow, Chase that's a blood drop, didn't he? We didn't think he's talking about to get fucked, fucking around.
You gonna knock the dude, but I don't want to kill him?
Did that?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Why you trying to steal that? Are you gonna get it?
Set. I did it. Right there.
A final shot
got
before
it
the
first.
break. Newton.
Oh,
He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
His teammates good.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend.
You
As
right
we'll
side,
check
bro.
in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan
Oh, yeah?
Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This fielded at the 2.
Just build right now, bro. Just
And
build
he'll
right now.
take
We on
this
the way
across
now.
the 25.
Where's Coop
Couple
getting
extra
shot from,
yards
bro?
up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels
It's a whole
that
nother
way, and I think that they're
team.
going to
It's a whole
call
nother
their
team, dog. Like
plays
2-3 teams
accordingly
over.
because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there
Oh,
and the game's
please,
going to
I
go
didn't
on,
see it.
in fact, you can take the spirit
I'm
away
hitting
from another
dudes.
team.
I'm
That their
hitting
drive
dudes
and will
left
to
and
come
right.
back and win
And I see
can
a
be
whole
taken
nother team.
with
I'm
another
behind these
score right
teams
here.
now.
It's still 3rd
They
quarter,
hitting
but you
that.
just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Come on, y'all. Where y'all at, bro? I
Second
be
half
good.
starts with a carry by Elliott. And
Oh,
he'll get about
wow.
3 here as he's out to the 30.
That's my first one, man.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Shotgun.
Ain't got none, nigga.
What's up?
Wow.
Teammate should be coming. There you go.
Get out.
Where's he at?
Oh, it's hot.
second down. Prescott.
Bitch ass guy.
He's waiting deep for Beasley. And that's caught inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Not right.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
That's cool.
The first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times, will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
I'm back, nigga.
Prescott to throw it. Complete to Bryant. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's all right. Let's go. Let's finish now.
They give to Elliott. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, wow.
They're pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
I'm done for.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Oh. There's Timothy Churchill.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Cool play. You see him on top of his building. This man can watch Timothy die. And that's his only gun. That's his only gun. That was his only gun. No, he had a suppressed. Why didn't he suppress pistol? What? Let me do my real OG tonight.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
You could get a dub or something, man. Christian, you find that shit.
What?
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed.
Cam fighting, he lost the football, it's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Who does that?
They run. Anderson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
I told you I was going to go. That's it, man.
They run again. Anderson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw on second down is Newton. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
There's one shot.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get food.
Not one that I've ever met.
Dontari Poe in on the stop. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space, no gain.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I went tomato. I didn't see nobody at tomato, so I went tomato.
They go to Elliott again. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. The give is to Elliott. And it'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, it's Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott down from the 50. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect
No
me.
way, you froze since he came around the corner, bro.
You take care of it, but you have to be careful about being.
We got 25 health, bro. What's up with this game?
See how they attack him here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gilbert. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The fuck was that, Walt?
Well, that last completion is certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw on 3rd down. Gilbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Your man salty. Oh, wow. Here, turn around. We're laying lucky. We're laying lucky. We're laying lucky. Turn around, turn around, turn around.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Preston. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
God damn.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
This is
intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles.
Washington
was Express.
That's correct. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. So those guys on defense who just intercepted the
Right here,
pass.
right here,
Who counts,
Over
dude?
there.
Like, who
Hey,
counts,
take care of the
bro?
football, man.
Oh my God, bro. Move.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Cowboys on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Open, bro.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
Stupid, bro. He doesn't do that.
Now it's Barner. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Newton to throw. Rolling to his left. And Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Elliott trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Stop made there by Julius Peppers.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And a solid run down inside the 30. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's Prescott. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take